everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning.
Beautiful July morning, the 11th, and 68 degrees right now. A high today of 88 is a possibility. Yesterday got up to 84, and we could see some showers this afternoon. Wednesday could be particularly stormy.
Really?
Yes.
Shoot, I have some outdoor activities planned.
Yeah.
Let's take a look outside at the Tina Cam on top of the Blake.
Hey, it's Tina from Hometown Heating, Cooling, and More. I'm up on the Blake building looking at the city. It's beautiful, but you don't have to come up here. You just tune into JTV.
I've told Tina not to do that anymore, and she is not listening. So, beautiful day outside. Do you know what building that is on the left there?
Yes, we discussed it yesterday. It's Nelson Tower.
Yes, I didn't discuss it with you. It might have been discussed on another program.
It was discussed on another program.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I was not
Yeah.
there for that.
It's not Nelson.
Brandon wanted to buy a unit at the Nelson Towers.
They
and
were
he
only
was-
like 20 grand.
They were like 24,000, but
Yeah.
I think there was an HOA. That was absurd.
Yeah.
Absurd for Jackson. It was like over $700 a month.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. So people do call it Nelson Towers, but there's just one. I don't know if they had
Why is
planned to
that?
make more than one, but
maybe. There's yeah. I don't know anyone that lives in there anymore, but I used to.
I hear stories about people that live there.
Sad news out of the tourism area of the state in Frankenmuth. Mrs. Zender has passed away.
Dorothy?
Dorothy at the age of 101.
Wow.
Amazing. Her and her husband started the first of, feels like hundreds of their businesses in 1950. Amazing. Bavarian Inn Lodge, Zenders, of course. You've had many Zenders chickens.
I might have had two.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't like when we all went to the Bavarian Lodge Inn as a family?
Well, there's two different places. There's Zenders, and then there's the one across the street.
They own all of them.
They do now?
I think so.
No, I think it's two different.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm not up on the politics of the whole thing.
Did you go with us when we stayed at that water park / hotel?
Unless you would have left me at home as an 8-year-old. Yes.
No, it was a wedding. We had a wedding. A couple.
Yeah, actually, it was. I think my grandmother paid for everyone to stay there. Oh, you're talking about the most recent wedding?
Yeah, like during the pandemic.
I didn't stay overnight. I drove in and out. But I think my grandma Rita paid for like the whole family
that's nice.
to go there once, and then yeah, we didn't go back. But that's a very cool place. So sad news.
Today is Food Truck Tuesday, and there are more than a dozen food trucks, 13 actually.
Oh wow, Baker's dozen actually.
Well, I think 1, 2, 3, 12. There are 12, and including some local favorites.
PB&J barbecue. That sounds good.
Yeah, and interestingly, there's no peanut butter and jelly involved.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So it must be like
It's their names.
Pat, Bart, and Jim.
Yeah. Something like that.
Something like that.
Mhm.
All sounds good. Get there at 11 o'clock.
And Tiki Sam's Pizza will be there. And tonight, kids can take a pizza making class at Grand River Brewery. Pretty cool thing they're doing. They have their pizza chefs teaching kids how they can make a pizza. And for $15, you get the class, you get a pizza, cheese and pepperoni, of course, and a soft drink.
Very good.
Yeah, and you can register on the Grand River Brewery Facebook page or visit Today in the J on jtv.tv and sign up for that. They had one for adults last week and it was very popular, so now it's the kids' turn.
Very good. The MLB All-Star Game is tonight. I watched a little of the Home Run Derby. Can you name an All-Star?
No,
Really? Even after watching the Home Run Derby?
no,
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.?
there you go.
Yeah, you watched him last night. Can you name the one Tiger that will be in the All-Star Game? Brandon?
Lorenzen,
Yes! Michael Lorenzen.
Oh.
like a 4.20 ERA.
Yeah, he's a right-handed pitcher.
1-6.
Right. What are we doing? So, yeah, I don't.
History made last night. A son won,
Yes.
and the father won years
Yes.
ago.
There were a lot of father-sons there
Yeah.
last night. I enjoyed it. I had a hard time watching it because the hit would leave the ballpark as the next pitch was coming in, so it was hard to watch the split screen of what was happening.
I was concerned for the kids. I thought someone was going to get bonked.
Me too. But they all signed an insurance waiver ahead of that. You know, it's Amazon Prime Day. You know what?
I don't participate in that.
Either do I, and I don't even have an Amazon account. How about that? I know it's hard to believe.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't believe it.
it's true. I don't. I do not. If I need something on Amazon, I will ask my wife or my mom.
I think there's a big problem with all these Amazon drivers parking in the middle of the road.
Tell me about it. We had one come to our lemonade stand the
saw
other day.
that.
You saw that? And they had to
Yeah.
get out and do the GPS and then didn't buy the lemonade and
They're not,
backed into my car on the way out.
They don't even come in Amazon trucks anymore.
No, they come in just Ford Focuses or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah. It's crazy. Speaking of Prime, I've been receiving late night text messages for people concerned that I'm drinking Prime energy drink. I'm not.
It's dangerous.
That's what I hear. We're drinking the sports drink. We're drinking that one. In
There's
this
several
sports
versions.
bottle.
I found out because your nephew, my grandson Jim, asked me to stop at Kelly Express
To get Prime.
To get a Prime, and there's one that's got 5,000 milligrams of caffeine.
So it's just like all the other things. If they're in a can like that, it's an energy drink. So what'd you buy them?
Well, I bought the one with all the caffeine.
You're kidding me.
I didn't know.
It opened it had a pop top?
No, I think I had a twisty.
There's no caffeine in that.
Oh, well, I bought the wrong one.
There's like 60 calories. It's a regular drink.
Would you like a
Pull the
name?
picture back up. If the bottle looks like that, it's safe. If it looks like an energy drink can, like you're holding, even though it's not an energy drink, and I don't even think there's caffeine in root beer.
I'm holding, yes, there is. This one, A&W root beer, is caffeine free,
Okay.
and the root beer at Culver's caffeine free. But A&W root beer, would you like this?
Yeah, sure,
I
why
brought
not?
this today because three
It's
people filed a
1919.
class action suit against A&W because the cans said made with aged vanilla, and it turns out they weren't.
Really?
So if you bought an A&W root beer in the last 5 years, you are entitled to $5.50. And if you can prove you purchased the soda, you can get $25.
Good luck proving it. Brandon, do you know who owns A&W?
Addison and Williams.
7-Up, Brandon.
7-Up.
7-Up properties. Ugh.
Keurig.
Really?
Keurig owns it.
That's amazing, isn't it? Amazon owns it. Crazy. We've been following the Jackson Southwest softball players. They won yesterday, and they play today at 11. They're in the quarterfinals, so good luck to our Southwest
Oh, wow.
Little League softball players.
Awesome.
Yeah.
There is a strange headline I saw. CVS is in trouble.
Really?
Yes, 8 Ohio CVS stores are dangerously understaffed.
Well, have you been to the ones in
West
Metro
Ave.
Detroit?
West Ave.
Well, I don't know. It's your CVS. The one I went to in Metro Detroit had no one working in it, and this was last summer.
Really?
No one.
In
No one.
Kitty Hawk, the pharmacist didn't show up. Remember, Grandma couldn't get a prescription. But apparently, there's not enough. They have dangerous drugs laying around the CVS.
You don't say.
Yes, and month-long wait times for your prescription to be filled. Month-long
I think you.
wait times.
That's why we have Brown's Advanced Care.
That's a good reason to go to Brown's.
Browns. Brown's Advanced Care. The city is getting started with a couple construction projects. What are they?
Well,
Paving,
they-
right?
Paving.
Paving.
2 long, bumpy roads are being
Ooh, that one
fixed.
especially.
Yes. Resurfacing projects on Wildwood Avenue and North Wisner. They're getting started, and they'll take place through August.
You still wash your car at that car wash there, Brandon, across from Picture This?
That's been closed for 20 years. So new pavement along with sidewalk and driveway repairs. And this section of Wildwood includes Jackson High School. So they're going to start now and get it done before school starts. And they're tearing down half of Sharp Park Academy.
I
You've
have
seen
noticed that. I have seen that, and I've avoided taking pictures of it.
And they didn't even take, the little kids put their art projects up on the
Oh,
glass.
that's not true.
It's true. They put their art projects up on the glass in the walkway between one section and the other, and the construction crews came in with a backhoe and just obliterated all the
What do you do with your
artwork.
kids? What do you do with all my artwork? It all goes to the same spot. It all goes to the same spot. Northwestern football coach Pat Fitzgerald. Wow, is he? Well, he's no longer the Northwestern football coach. He's been fired by the university amid the hazing accusations and reports.
Yes,
and
oddly
it's-
enough, he was not fired because they were 1-11 last year.
No, it doesn't matter what their football. Brandon and I have been discussing this. He was Northwestern's chosen boy, really.
He's the
So
Hall of Fame.
he could do no wrong. It sounds like this is not going to go away quietly. In a statement, Pat Fitzgerald was surprised, and I believe he has hired counsel. Not surprising at all.
Right.
This is not Penn State by any means, but we'll need to find out what happens.
Yeah, it was the Northwestern Daily, the student newspaper, that
they did.
wrote the story because one of the athletes anonymously went to the
Yes.
newspaper and
Yes.
told the sordid story of
Yeah.
the hazing.
I've got an interesting story from last night. Our very own Noah Baker. We don't have a photo, but he was bit
Bit by,
Bitten.
bitten
by
by
a dog.
dog.
Yeah, he was bitten by well, he didn't know the difference between a poodle and a golden doodle. He thought he got bit by a poodle. His dog and a poodle got in a street fight yesterday outside of a cookout, and somehow Noah was on the ground and he's got bite marks. He even got bit on the rear end.
I'm glad we don't have a picture. I would imagine.
But he's
that-
walking around with all these bandages and cuts, and got me thinking, you ever been bit by a dog?
Probably. But I would guess that Noah instigated.
No, he did not. He did not. We got the full story. Noah had nothing to do with this other than trying to save his dog from being attacked. So
Speaking of animals, there's a problem at the Toronto Zoo. Apparently, zoogoers are showing the gorillas videos on their cell phones, so much so that the zoo has posted signs that says, do not use your phones to show photos or videos to the gorillas. Some content can be upsetting and affect their relationships and behavior within their family, just like humans.
I wonder what videos they're watching.
I don't know. It's probably
Other gorillas.
other gorillas.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I got a video of a gorilla that's not in a zoo.
Yeah. How
I
about
don't know.
So maybe they're attacking the phones. It's like a bird flying into a window type situation.
Maybe.
I've never been to that zoo, and I probably never will. Love Living in Jackson, presented by Heather Herndon. Each week, Heather reminds us why it is wonderful to live here in Jackson. And there are so many reasons, so many great festivals. Let's talk about the Hot Air Jubilee. One example of all of the great festivals here in Jackson is the Hot Air Jubilee, a celebration of the 40th anniversary of the event with the added feature of the Women's National Balloon Championship. Women's competition flights will occur July 17th to 21st, leading up to the Hot Air Jubilee, which is the weekend of July 21st to the 23rd. Visit hotairjubilee.com for all the details. And the 40th Hot Air Jubilee is presented by Trips Collision.
Nice. I've got some financial news for you. The price of stamps on Sunday went up. How much does it cost to mail a first class letter? Right now,
53?
66 cents. 17 price increases since 2000.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 2 increases this year alone.
Well, we have plenty of stamps. So,
Our our postal facility on Elm is being completely renovated, and I think some of the mail they're just throwing it in the river. Just a guess. And the Powerball jackpot has reached an estimated 725 million after no one matched last night's numbers. 7th largest Powerball jackpot. And the Mega Millions is at 480 million. So if you won both, you could win over $1 billion.
If you won both.
you
Well, good
won
luck.
both.
Good luck, folks.
The odds, probably not.
Probably not that good. Probably not that good.
Brandon told us we have to do something next, but I didn't hear.
What's going on in the Enchanted Forest?
Ah, the
Great
Enchanted.
place to eat.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Enchanted
oh.
Forest Bar and Grill. Our show is brought to you by the Enchanted Forest Bar and Grill, located at 3705 Ann Arbor Road. They have great banquet facilities, wonderful brunch and Bloody Mary bar that kicks off at like 7 a.m. on Sunday. You can catch me there at 6:45 a.m. in the parking lot waiting.
Outdoor seating.
Awesome.
Too, perfect for the summer.
Awesome outdoor seating. Tons of space. Tons of space.
Are they setting up for Food Truck Tuesday yet?
I would assume that there's a few. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's some trucks down there.
A couple there? 3, 4 already? Wow.
We should have Tina parachute in off the Blake one of these days. Look at all that wiring up there.
Yeah.
I
So
would just
it's going to
never-
be an awesome Food Truck Tuesday.
Yeah, it should be a great food truck Tuesday.
Who's on the show today?
We've got a wonderful show. We're going to get things started with Tim Walls from Barker Weber Insurance Agency right after this.